Hey, it's Nick Ortego here. I'm going to show you how to use this thing. It's called the DCT Proflex. I'm going to put a link where you can get this thing in the description of this video. But it's basically a way to give yourself leverage when you're doing a calf stretch or an ankle range of motion exercise. It straps on kind of like a boot. You can see the harness here. Comes in different sizes. These straps that determine the size are interchangeable. So the trainer model comes with all the sizes and the personal model comes with just the size that you order. I found that sometimes putting a towel in, kind of flattened out towel, can help it get on your ankle or your foot more securely. Just depending on the size of your ankle and foot. So I'm going to put that in there. So there it is. Then you really just put it on like a boot. So you can see, got it on. Pull the tongue up into my ankle, being sure that the tongue has not slid down toward the toes. And then pull the strap and pull it over. It's Velcro. Now my ankle can move. You want to feel like your heel is back in that socket in the back side of the boot apparatus. Let's see. Sometimes after you move your ankle around a few times, you can pull it a little bit tighter and get it more secure. So you go into a position lying down on your back, and then grab these straps. And as you can see, I can use these straps for leverage to pull my ankle into dorsiflexion. There's a few ways that I like to do it, and the makers, the DCT Proflex, DCT is an acronym for Dynamic Contraction Therapy or Training, something along those lines. So they have a very specific method where you pull into a stretch and then contract the muscle while it's being stretched. I'm not going to go into that so much as just to show you the different ways you can use this. And if you are more interested in the DCT methods, check out their website. They have great courses about it. I haven't taken any of them yet, but very interesting, very intriguing. So you can start with just the leg on the floor and pulling the straps on both sides. So I'm just pulling in dorsiflexion, stretching the calves. I can also pull more with one side than the other. So I can throw some inversion and eversion into the dorsiflexion. So I'll pull it back. I can also pull it more to one side or the other, depending on which strap I'm pulling with. So the way I like to do it is just start at the bottom. The leg that I'm stretching is on the ground. The other knee can be bent or straight. And I just pull the toes back. Then I also pull more on the inside to get a little inversion and more on the outside to get a little eversion. The ankle is a multiplanar joint. It moves in all three planes. So stretching the muscles that control ankle motion, you should also stretch them in those different planes. I can also start to bring a little bit of a hamstring stretch in. I can choke up on the straps, kind of wrap them around my hands, and then I can have my knee straight, and I'm pulling the ankle into dorsiflexion here. Another thing that I can do is put both straps in one hand and pull the leg over to that side, and then I can put both straps in the other hand and pull it over to the other side, the inside and the outside. Trying to keep my hips squared up. Trying to keep the hips kind of flat. I don't want to be totally turning over, turning my hips with my leg, because then I'm not moving the actual hip joint. But what this tends to do is stretch all of the tissue that is continuous with the calves, all the fascial tissue that's continuous with the calf muscles and the Achilles tendon, all the way up the chain. So if I pull it across my body, I'm getting into the outside of the hamstring and into the hip abductors and the IT band. If I pull it away on the outside of my body, I'm getting more into the adductors, the inner hamstring, and these muscles on the inner thigh. After I've gone through that method, another thing I like to do is bend the knee and just pull it into dorsiflexion with the knee bent. And this way I'm getting a lot more stretch on the soleus, or the lower calf muscle. From there, I can keep pulling the straps and start to straighten out my knee. And whenever I do that, I keep some tension on the calf, and I'm shifting the stretch up into the gastroc, the belly-like muscle in the calf, and into the hamstrings. So I'm definitely a big fan of this DCT Proflex. Was a little skeptical if it would work well, but it's probably the most effective calf stretch method that I've found that you can do on yourself. Some of the FST methods that a practitioner can do on you are probably a little better, but if you don't have that availability, the DCT Proflex is an excellent tool. I'm a big fan of it, been using it. Ankle range of motion issues are a big factor in a lot of injuries, so if you can increase your ankle range of motion, you're going to be ahead of the game for performance and injury prevention. I'm also going to link to a video that shows you how to see if you need improved ankle range of motion. That will be on the end screen of this video. If you got any benefit from this video, or you like to get more content that's not available on the blog or the regular YouTube channel, then click the link that I'm connecting to this video, where you'll be able to sign up for the Run Better Now VIP Club. Thank you.